still all perception, because the atheist is still going to perceive that God is not there, even if you think he is. So how does that prove your point by making that example?
Well, let's say that the doctor tells me that I have cancer, and I look back the doctor in the face and say, no, that's your perception. I know that I don't have cancer. That doesn't change the fact that in reality I do have cancer. Similarly, just because I say God exists doesn't mean God exists. Just because I say God doesn't exist doesn't mean that God doesn't exist. In other words, God's existence does not depend upon my perspective, and his existence does not depend upon my perspective either. He exists separate from my perspective, and if God exists separate from my perspective. Which means the challenge for me is to find out, is he really sitting there or not? Similarly, the challenge for me is to figure out, does God really exist or does God not exist?